keep telling my daughter I'm famous, right, as a joke, okay? And sometimes what happens, especially because we run a lot of ads in the UK, when I go to the UK, brothers will come to me and they're like, oh, brother, I've seen you on YouTube and stuff. And my daughter's always like, nah, you're not famous, you're not famous. And then we were in Cologne about 2 weeks ago in Germany, and some random brother, he comes up to me and goes, you're Mohammad, aren't you? And I go, yeah, I am. So my daughter was there and stuff. She saw the whole thing. And so I told you I'm famous. She's like, no, you're not famous. Yesterday, we were at a random beach in Tangier, and this guy is just looking at me. He's just looking at me. I'm like, why is this guy looking at me? Then he comes back over to me and he goes, oh, bro, you're the guy that does that confidence stuff. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm that guy. My daughter, she went to my wife silently and she went, I think Abu is really famous. She like finally admitted it. And the reason I'm telling you this is because when I meet people outside like that, I feel very similar. I'm all good on doing ads and I'm good at going out there and I'm like, I don't mind being out there. But when I meet someone face to face like that, I'm like, bruv, like, please, I don't want to know who you are. I want to be left alone. Introvert type thing, yeah? And I think this is a very natural part of the journey. And I think that we all feel different things. And if we start focusing on those things, it's going to mess us up. What we need to focus on is the mission. We need to focus on the good that we want to do, the people that we need to help. So what needs to happen is that the focus needs to shift away from you and needs to fix onto them and the benefit for them. And this is very similar to how a lot of people, they say to me, there's one sister I know, she's quite like out there. And she said to me, I'm very scared of pushing sales too hard. And the reason why she's scared of that, she doesn't want to come across as salesy and all of this. But I told her, I said, this is the wrong way of thinking, because if what you've got is really actually beneficial for that brother or sister, and you don't push it, that's actually a disservice to that person. Because it's like, imagine I have a real problem and you've got the solution and you don't really push me to say, bro, you got to do this. I got the solution. I'm going to help you. It's kind of selfish in a way. And a lot of the time when we're dealing with these kind of situations of, oh, I don't want to be seen like this, or I don't mind doing it locally, but I don't want to do it internationally, or I don't want to do it internationally, I want to do it locally. I don't want to run ads on. It's all focused here, right? On yourself. And the focus really needs to shift. You know, this is the same stuff we always say, but really it needs to shift away from you and it needs to shift onto the people that you want to help. And for me, that's the best way of getting over all this stuff. Like, the truth is, we don't actually have time for that. We don't have time to be thinking, oh, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do it. You don't. If you're really going to help someone, like it was your child and you really wanted to help them with a really big problem that they're going through, you wouldn't just be thinking, oh, I don't want to do this. You'd be thinking, okay, how can I help more? What can I do even more to help this person? How can I get this done? How can I help them? How can I remove the pain? How can I get them through this? All of this stuff. So I think the focus needs to be on that. And you need to just basically put your feelings and your emotions and stuff to the side and do what's necessary. You need to make your feelings more for the cause than the fear and the anxieties around it.